salmon, honey, ginger dish. Hi, come to the gym with me. I've actually just got back from the gym, but I realised I didn't have a good introduction to this video because I just went on and on about meal prepping for the month, which is something I want to do, but it's just not relevant for today's video. So we're going to the gym is the intro. Oh, and I'm Sarah. Hi, thanks for watching. Hi friends, how are we doing? Welcome back to another video. I thought I would invite you to come to the gym with me if you would like to today, because I'm really at that point. It's February 2025 and I'm at that point where I think I've just been slipping into old habits again of doing things only when I feel like it, and having these big goals. But the truth is, big goals only get achieved with big action. So I'm very excited about today because I've been deciding to take big action and putting things in place to make that big action as easy as possible. Now, one thing for me as a human and a medical doctor, I really want to be healthy. I love exercising. I love eating good food and looking after myself. I recently read a book called I think it's called Ultra Processed Foods. In fact, I haven't even finished it yet. I'm on the Audible book and I'm about halfway through. But it is really eye-opening. It's written by a British doctor and he just goes through all the current evidence at the point of writing his book about what's in our food and these ultra-processed compounds as substitutes for other more naturally occurring food items in order to make food production cheaper, in order to make the food more palatable, consistencies that we as consumers prefer. And also following certain trends of what's healthy and what's not. So reducing sugar content, but replacing it with artificial sweeteners and things like that. And the book has me fairly convinced that at the moment, one of the best things I can do for my diet in order to eat healthily and nourish my body in the way that I should is to eat fewer ultra-processed foods. Now, for me, in my life, right, because I know that this series is mainly about becoming an actress, going from being a doctor to being an actor. But for me in my life, I really see my life as having certain foundations that I build upon. So as a Christian, my ultimate foundation is who I am in Christ. The fact that God loves me and I love God and I can share his love with other people. That is my ultimate foundation of identity. And obviously I exist in this body, and so anything that I want to do, whether it's acting, whether it's medicine, whether it's expressing love to someone, I do that via this meat suit, whatever you want to call it. And so I need to look after it. I need to look after it. So I really try, no matter what I'm doing, no matter what my other priority is, right? If you're raising a child, if you're having exams at uni, whatever your other area of focus is, I like to keep a consistent undercurrent of looking after myself. Now that looks different in different times of your life. For me, there was a point where on this channel, as you might know, if you've been following from back in the day, I did a lot of meal prep videos and I put a lot more time and energy into my diet and my fitness. That's something that's never really gone away, but it's looked differently. I kind of stopped meal prepping. At this point in my life now, again, I have realized that it's time to bring back the meal prepping, but actually to the next level, the next level meal prepping, because I am going to be meal prepping for the month. And the reason why, that's not what this video is about, is it? It's about the gym. I don't know why I'm talking about this right now. It's about the gym. Oh well, I've started, I may as well finish. So the reason why, it's kind of all linked in together because it's basically me saying enough is enough. If I want the results of being extremely fit, in really good shape, looking after my body, eating healthy food, then it can't be that I only go to the gym when I feel like it. Like right now, I'm not gonna lie, it's a very grey day. It's cold. I don't particularly feel like going to the gym, but I'm gonna go. For the healthy food, I think eating healthily is a huge part of maintaining a healthy body. Like what you put in your body is so important. And now that I have this knowledge about ultra processed foods, it makes sense, I feel so much better. And I've had this knowledge for a little while. I think I started reading the book like a couple of years ago, I think, maybe a year and a half ago. But in terms of actually being ready to put it into action and not procrastinating on it anymore, I feel so much better when I eat food that I've made myself. So whether it's bread, I don't buy bread anymore, I bake my own sourdough. I've been doing that for, it's not quite a year, I'd say like maybe 6 months, 7 months. And I love it, and I feel so much better. And all of this has come from me just reading what's inside foods and being like, oh, if I make that myself, I don't have to add that random ingredient and I can just make it naturally. Anyway, I say all that to say, I've literally done a massive food shop this morning. I've got a deep freezer being delivered today because I filled up my freezer, and yet there's not enough meal preps in there. Because I think for meal prep to work, you either have to be okay with eating similar foods every day, or you have to meal prep so much that you have a choice. Now for me, at the moment in my freezer, I have 3 different meals that I could choose from. For me, that's not quite enough. I like to change it up a bit more. So what I'm going to be prepping today is a turkey mint stew, a chicken and sweet potato soup, which I made before, so good. Some bread. I love bread. I love sourdough bread. And I think that's it. So I'll be adding 3 meals to the mix. Well, the soup and the bread is kind of 1 meal. I feel like I bought some other stuff. I bought some turkey, but I'm not sure what for actually. Maybe I'll just do like a turkey and veg meal as well. Basically, enough food for 3 different meals that I'll be adding to the mix, so that when I go to eat something, all I have to do is grab this meal that has very minimal processing, you know, just normal cooking rather than ultra processed foods, pop it in the microwave, and I can eat a healthy meal that has a good amount of nutrients and calories and protein and carbohydrates and all of that stuff that's going to nourish my body. And I don't have to rely on myself taking half an hour out of my day to cook, because I have shown myself over the last year that I simply won't do that. I will just reach for whatever's quickest. And instead of expecting myself to just become the kind of person who has enough time to cook a fresh meal every day, I'm just going to accept that I have enough time to cook fresh meals once a week. And so I'm going to have a meal prep for the month in terms of a month worth of food in my freezer at any given time, so that I can still be having a wide range of choice of what I eat all the time. So for example, today I already know what I'm eating because it's in the fridge. So here I've got like this, oh my gosh, this is so good. You can't really see it right now, but it's like this this salmon, honey, ginger dish with like loads of veg, mushrooms, spring onions, mange tout, or I think it's mange tout, some baby corn, so good. And then here I've got some chicken and udon noodles, also so good. And so what I do is I take it out of the freezer and I put it in the fridge for the next day. That's also a really good commitment tactic, because it means that I don't want this to waste, so I will definitely eat it today. So I don't even have to cook today, and I've got healthy meals ready to go. I do also have a breakfast prep, but it is now almost 11 o'clock and I still haven't had breakfast. I've just had a coffee because I've just been prepping things. And honestly, I love to do a fasted workout. I usually go to the gym. If I'm going in the morning, it is usually a fasted workout, and I really enjoy that. So what I'm going to do is, speaking of no processed foods, I'm still going to use up the stuff I've already bought. So I do have some clear protein powder, which I've been using every day, well, most days. And I take that with me as my drink for the gym, and I'll just drink that through my gym session. So yes, I appreciate this is highly processed, but I already bought it, and I'm not allergic to processed foods. I'm just trying to wean them out. I think that's a really good take to have with any kind of dietary change, because it's like, if you want it to stick, like, you don't want to be an extremist. You want to chill out a bit and just accept the fact that this is a long-term change, not a short-term extreme change, okay? Something you can actually maintain. And I'm not going to throw away some perfectly good protein. Also, it still might be quite good for me. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, reducing the amount of processed foods is good, and I'm still reducing it. So that's my reasoning. Yeah, I've got this clear whey protein from my protein that honestly I actually really love. I'm not sure, I'm still undecided as to whether I'm going to completely cut this out. What I do like to do is take this with me to the gym as like my drink for the gym. The ingredients for my food shop later. Then I've got my delicious looking protein drink, which will dissolve more as it sits in the bowl. And I'm going to grab my bag and I'm going to walk to the gym because I've got work to do. Just grab my headphones. Forgetting one's headphones, it's just one of the most annoying things that can happen. I actually quite like to listen to motivating books and I actually need my stand, don't I, to film stuff for you guys. I quite like listening to motivating books and hype music at the gym, but not too hype. Like, I don't know, it depends. Sometimes I'm listening to a song at the gym and they're talking about, like, I don't know, just a lot of it is about sex, and I'm like, that doesn't get me hyped. Like, I'll be listening to some rappers and they're like, oh, you know, talking about this stuff, and I'm like, that does not make me want to do another rep. I find that distracting. So I'm quite fussy, to be honest. I'm quite fussy about what music I listen to at the gym. Oh, it's still in my gym bag from last night. I got some more black hair dye because, as I said, I like my hair being blickety black, and it is still very black at the moment. However, fool me once. Although this dye does last a lot longer than other dyes I've used in the past. So in my gym bag, I've got my weightlifting shoes. Although, am I doing weights today? I don't know, who knows, I might do. I've got my resistance band, my trusty resistance band that I've been using for literally years, and I've also got my ankle straps for using different equipment. I've got my waist bag in case I want to use that, and I've got my padlock for the gym lockers. So yeah, I think that's all that I need. Oh, and my lip balm. I think that's all that I need. It's so cold out, it's so cold. Okay, let's go. Let's go to the gym, baby. Wow. That's huge. Okay, wow. Okay. Oh, it fits in the space I wanted it, but like, ew. 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 It's giving practical. Look at my space. This space is not for practicalities, but that's giving practical. There's 2 practical machines in one space. I don't know how I feel about that. Ew. Oh, it juts out so far as well. Surely not. Surely that can't. Anyway, my deep freezer arrived. Yay, praise God. I was just about to leave for the gym and they called me saying it was arriving, so I delayed that. But you guys, I don't know how I feel about that. Maybe I just don't care. Maybe this is not the time for aesthetics. Maybe this is the time for just getting my life together. Hello friends. Welcome to a voiceover. Oh my goodness. It has been the longest time since I've done a voiceover on this channel, but I thought I'd just talk you through my gym session. Apologies for the bootylicious shot here. It's actually really hard to get an angle at the gym where I'm not filming someone else. Here I'm just doing my calf raises and heel stretches, so I have quite flat feet, and I was given these exercises by a podiatrist years ago and they really help. I tend to warm up on the stepper just because I love it. I do lots of different variations, so I'll do like side step, lunges, leg raises, so I'll tend to just keep an eye on the clock and do like one exercise for 1 minute and then switch to the next one.
To be honest, I didn't want to film like all 10 minutes, so this is just me showing you the exercises that I do. And I also had to switch machines because one of them was kind of broken. If you can hear a noise in the background, by the way, right now I'm on my I'm on my walking treadmill while I'm editing, so I'm just editing at my desk, and I'm kind of on a roll, you guys, and I don't want to turn it off, so soz for the background noise, but let's just imagine it's gym sounds. So yeah, I do my warm-up on the old stepper. I do various speeds, just alternating between movements, and I do change the speed depending on the movement. So it's kind of like a little HIIT style warm-up. Sometimes I will run to the gym and I will do like 5 minutes, other times I'll do 15 minutes. I used to be able to do half an hour, and I think that's just a sign of how much my fitness has gone down, but it's all good. We'll get back there one step at a time, quite literally. But yeah, this is me doing the 2 steps in and a nice little leg lift at the back to really activate the glutes. Then I head to the mats and I do my stretching. Stretching is so important, you guys, and I really need to do so much more of it. I'm trying to just make it a habit that, like, even if I'm sat down writing, I'm like sat in a position where I'm stretching. So at the start of my workouts and also at the end, usually if I have time, I'll just do some nice deep stretching. I will also do some dynamic stretching, so moving through the range of movement. And sometimes even if I'm not working out and I just stretch, like, it literally just makes my body feel so much better. I'm currently doing the Artist's Way on my whole like creative access journey. I'm doing the Artist's Way, and I just got to the chapter where it's talking about, I say I'm doing it, I'm listening to it first and then I'll start to actually do it properly. But I got to the chapter when it talks about looking after your body, and I just find it so true, and it's really good to know that that's important when it comes to your creative work as well. So I love to start my sessions off with a 10-minute ab circuit. That's what I've been doing throughout February, just because core is so important. And so I figured that actually if I activate my core at the start of the workout, I'm more likely to just keep it engaged and keep good form when I'm doing other things. So yeah, just a 10-minute like basics ab circuit. And as you can see, I was already sweating. I then tried to go on to some hip thrusts, but I didn't have my, you know, that like cushion that you put around the bar to like protect your hips. I didn't have that with me, and there wasn't one that I could see at the gym. And so I was trying to use my jacket to cover my hips, and as you can see, you guys, it was so uncomfortable. It was just so painful. Like the bar was really sharp and heavy, so I couldn't really go up in the weight. Like I just stayed with this, what, 25 plus 20? What's that, like 70 kg? And as you can see in my face, it was just not pleasant at all and just not worth it. Like I wasn't trying to bruise my hips or my bladder. Like we're not doing that today. So I ended up ditching the bar. I think I probably did like 2 sets of this until I was like, that's not worth it. So I ditched the bar and I just did some single leg lifts, and that is a really good shout if you ever don't have much body weight or resistance and you want to increase that. The best thing to do is to actually just go for like single leg or just, you know, isolate muscle groups as much as you can if you want to increase the intensity without access to a lot of equipment. And yeah, then I stretched it off a bit before heading to do some plyometrics. I absolutely adore doing plyometrics, so I just did some box jumps here. I usually do very few, so just 3 sets of about 4 jumps, and then I stretched and headed back home because I was out of time. All right, back to the vlog. Oh, hey friends, I am back from the gym and it was a good session. I tried to keep it short because I have stuff to do today. I've got a lot of stuff to do, but it was good. It feels good to be back in the gym. I can feel my muscles like aching. I can feel, you know, where I used to be stronger. I realized the other day that I've been weightlifting for about 16 years, and I've been doing some kind of sport for like 18 years. So I think I have a high standard for what I consider to be me at peak fitness, and right now I feel really unfit. Now I know I'm not really unfit. I know that I am fairly fit. So I'm just gonna not be hard on myself and just take it one step at a time. Like today I definitely could have done more, but just time-wise I wasn't going to do that. And I think what's really important for me at the moment is consistency. I don't want to burn myself out, especially when you're not competing for a specific thing. What you just need is like an enjoyable rhythm, because you just need to do it long enough to see a difference. So I'm really happy with what I did. I'm glad that I was able to do some plyometrics. I think plyometrics are so
underrated when it comes to hypertrophy. Like if you're trying to build muscle size, like I love plyometrics for that. But yeah, so I think what I'm gonna do now is eat something because I'm so hungry, so hungry. I wouldn't normally not eat for this long, but I just was very disorganized with all the deliveries, the food delivery, the freezer delivery, going to the gym, all the stuff that I've had to do today. I had some urgent emails come up. I've not been organized, but the good thing is I have a healthy meal prep in the fridge waiting for me to heat up. So I think I'll have the noodles now, and then I'll have the salmon for dinner. So I'll heat that up. I might actually just have both now, I'm not gonna lie to you. And then I'm gonna film my podcast and start meal prepping. Gosh, I really do give myself so much to do. Maybe I should meal prep tomorrow. Yeah, I'll prep the bread today and I'll do the rest of the meal prep tomorrow. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I love you so much. If you do like this channel, please do like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you soon. Bye.